Rich Choup's remains were located on the 31st of August 2024 in bushland in Lucas Heights. During the course of that investigation, investigators established that a further 2 violent offences were committed by the same syndicate who we believe are responsible for Mr Choup's murder. All 3 offences occurred within a 6-day period between the 19th of July and the 25th of July. We will allege that this syndicate that's responsible for these 3 offences are linked to a Victorian drug trafficking syndicate. Now, I'll just quickly go through the 3 matters. I believe you all have those details, but I'll just highlight a few points, relevant points about each matter. Incident 1 is the kidnapping and torture of a man in Canley Vale. On Friday, the 19th of July, a 31-year-old man was kidnapped from Auburn Regent's Park area. He was taken to a location in Canley Vale where he was tortured and had part of his ear severed off. Later that day, he was released. Detectives from Strike Force Hallett executed a search warrant in Canley Vale in August and located a box cutter. We will allege that was the box cutter that was used to sever part of that man's ear. We have released for this investigation some CCTV images of vehicles, or a vehicle, an Audi described vehicle, dark coloured Audi, and a second vehicle, a white Volkswagen, that were driving in convoy at the time of this incident. We believe that these vehicles were used by the offenders in this incident, and we have released an image of the box cutter. The relevance of the Audi is that it was also later used in the suspicious disappearance of Mr Choup. Both vehicles were stolen. Both vehicles had cloned number plates. One of the vehicles, the Audi, was recovered later that month in August, burnt out in Granville. Incident 2, the attempted murder of a man in Jimboomba, Queensland, which is 50 kilometres inland from Brisbane. On the 21st of July, so 2 days after the kidnapping offence, a further offence was committed in Queensland. It was the attempted murder of a 23-year-old man from New South Wales who was lured from New South Wales to Queensland by a group of males, not knowing of what their ulterior motive was. The male was shot in the head, through the eye, with a bullet lodged in his brain. He was buried in a shallow grave. Unbeknown to the offenders, who believed he was deceased, the male crawled out of the grave and made his way to a nearby service station where an ambulance was called, and the man was taken to a nearby hospital, had surgery and had the bullet removed. Queensland Police are investigating that matter. We have released some CCTV for that incident. That's a white Hyundai Getz that was seen at the roundhouse in Nambucca in the mid-north coast in the early hours of Saturday, the 20th of July 24. The vehicle contained 4 males. One of those males is believed to be the victim in this matter. Incident 3 is the primary investigation for Strike Force Hallett, and that is the murder of Mr Richard Choup, known as Dylan. Several days after the Queensland incident, police commenced that investigation into the suspicious disappearance of Mr Choup on the 25th of July from Cabramatta. About 6:25 p.m. that day, Mr Choup was captured on CCTV, meeting with a male in Railway Parade. That male is seen to slap Mr Choup across the face, and that's captured on CCTV. Both men are seen to walk towards a grey Audi. Again, the relevance of that is that that's the same vehicle that was used in the prior offence. Choup was reported missing by his family several days later on the 29th of July, and then Mr Choup's remains were found on the 31st of August in bushland off Heathcote Road. I can indicate a post-mortem revealed that Mr Choup was fatally shot and also had part of his right ear severed, similar to the first hostage from the first incident. We've released CCTV in relation to that matter. That relates to the same vehicles that were used a week earlier, of the male that slapped Mr Choup, and of a white Lexus and a white Audi that were used by these male offenders to meet up beforehand. I can tell you that we believe that the persons involved are common to all three incidences. Not every person depicted on the CCTV is involved in every matter. They are common across those matters. We believe that these people work for a Victorian drug syndicate. And I won't go into descriptions. So I believe the CCTV is quite self-explanatory with description of those offenders. They are a combination of both Asian and Pacific Islanders. And our general appeal is that we're after anyone that has any information as to the identity of these people depicted in this footage, what their potential involvement. We want to establish what their potential involvement is in these matters, what information they may be able to give us about those matters. We believe that it's very highly likely related to something that's gone wrong within that drug trafficking syndicate from Melbourne. We believe that Mr. Choup was an employee of that syndicate and has fallen foul of that syndicate for some reason. We don't have the exact details. That is also part of our appeal today, is to establish what the exact motive may have been in relation to that. We believe the kidnapping of the first male is also linked to a drug trafficking syndicate and something that's gone wrong within that drug trafficking syndicate. In relation to the attempted murder of the man in Queensland, that unfortunately is not that clear. It remains unclear at the moment for the exact motive, but there is a possibility that that also is linked to the drug trafficking syndicate.